Good afternoon, ladies and germs. We've got something today. Take a look at what Scooter Larry is doing today. This is the 2018 Harley Davidson Fat Bob. This used to be part of the Dyna line. Now it's a Softail. Since I think it was 2017, maybe 2016. No, I think it was 2017. They changed it over to the Softail because they got rid of the Dyna line. But here it is. This is actually a really cool motorcycle. The only thing about this bike that I don't like is that exhaust. Who designed that exhaust? And why is he still working at Harley Davidson? He needs to be fired. That color, those mufflers, I don't know what y'all was thinking. I mean, you built such an ultra cool bike, you dump a big bucket of cool all over it, and then you put this stupid exhaust on it. What? Seriously, folks. Anyways, it's a really nice bike, and I'm going to take it for a ride. Enough talk. This one here, it's got a little bit of specialness to it. It's got things done differently. You got the same controls that all your Harleys have. Your dash is down here on the tank. Let me see if I can. Here we are. And of course, we're going to ride it. So, kickstand is up. I am 5'9½", as I've said before. Feet are flat on the ground, and my knees are slightly bent, so it's a very comfortable. This is a very, very comfortable ride. It's got some mean sound to it. The controls are a little high. They are out front, but they're a little high. Listen to that throat. Doesn't even care about that bump. I need to bring my my face shield down. This has got, see if we can see how many miles are on it there. 417 miles. See if we can't get it in neutral. There we go. Now we can bring the face shield down behind the camera. Put it back in first. Got a bit of power to it. Ooh, that back tire slid a little bit. Hey, asshole. It is a hot one out today in Louisville, man. It's 90 degrees and the humidity is just ridiculous. But if we can keep some wind going, it's not so bad. Oh, that's the train squealing. I was like, man, I hope that ain't this bike. Woo! Boy, it's a big bore, man. This thing, you let up off the throttle and it just brakes. Engine braking works well. It's a very nice bike. I like this. I guess I like most Harleys, if I'm to be honest. I got bitten by the big bore bug last year. Early 2019, I went out to Bluegrass Harley Davidson, and my friend let me take a ride on a Softail Custom. It was a 2009 model, and that thing was nice. Had ape hangers on it. Man, I'll tell you what, I thought it was sold. If I could have swung the 10 grand for it, I'd have done it. but I couldn't swing it, so I didn't buy it. Well, then several weeks later, Harley of Louisville had demo days, and I rode, oh my God, the first bike I rode there was I walked up, and of course I got my chest puffed out like everybody else, and I'm a Me Too guy, so I wanted to ride the Street Glide. They said, which one you want to ride? I was like, Street Glide. And they're like, you mean the CVO Street Glide? And I was like, yeah, that's the one. And that bike scared the hell out of me. I'd never ridden anything that powerful before. And when I first touched, I mean, I just barely touched the throttle, man. And that bike come unglued. It scared the hell out of me. They're like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. But for about 4 blocks, man, truth be known, I was crapping my pants. Before then, all I'd ridden was old Hondas. I mean, like, the biggest bike I'd ridden was a CB900C, and that was, when I got that bike, I hadn't ridden very many bikes at that point, so I wasn't quite ready for it. You got to be careful what bikes you're getting on, you know, when you're first starting out, but that CB900 was a little bit more than I could handle, so I wound up getting rid of it. Well, then, you know, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, I got a CX500, and I traded 2 kayaks for it, and I took it home, and my wife was insisting that I get my license and I do things legal and I take the class and all this stuff, and so I did, and I'm glad I did. I mean, I'd been riding bikes my whole life. I rode dirt bikes when I was a kid, and I rode all the old Hondas, and I thought I knew everything, but I got into that class at Bluegrass Harley Davidson, and I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I needed to learn a lot. And then last year I decided to take the plunge and start riding these big bikes, and I'm so glad I did. I am hooked. I am so hooked on these bikes. And I can't afford one yet, but as long as they let me ride, that's what I'm gonna do. Shift's pretty solid. It's got plenty of power. Have to look sideways to see the gear indicator. It's got a gear indicator. Look at that. That's a nice bike. I don't know how much it is, but I know it wouldn't fit in my wallet. All the ones I like won't fit in my wallet. This is a lot nicer bike than I thought it would be. I'm liking it a lot more than I thought I would. This one isn't even on my list, but they don't have anything that's on my list. The Harley dealers are having a hard time getting bikes in right now. It's kind of a crazy time. They're selling the snot out of bikes. But because Harley isn't making bikes right now because of COVID, they can't get bikes in. So a lot of the Harley dealers are resorting to buying up all the used bikes they can get their hands on. Bluegrass Harley has a crap load of used bikes right now. Nice. Ride, dude, ride. Ride safe and ride well, man. But this is a used one, and you can buy this right now at Harley Davidson of Louisville. I mean, if you're into this kind of bike, I'd get it, but I'd have to change this exhaust on it. I would seriously have to change this exhaust. It's just too ugly for me. Whew. I need to get something to drink. What do you guys think of this route that I'm taking these test rides in for Harley of Louisville? You think it's pretty cool? Coming around the airport here, I like it. It's got enough curviness going on that and enough turns. You can really see how the bike performs. I like a gear indicator on a bike because I quite frequently forget what gear I'm in, and sometimes when I do that, I downshift too low and send my shadow. It winds up kicking that rear tire out a little bit. First time it happened was on that 90-degree curve back there on Strawberry Lane, and I'll tell you, that was awfully frightening. Gets up to speed real quick. Gotta say, I do like it. Plenty of low-end torque, and it's got torque all the way through the band. I mean, it pulls. It'll get out of its own way in a hurry. So, I don't know if I'd call this a quintessential Harley. I mean, it is a Softail, but at the end of the day, it is a street model. So it will always kind of say, unless you change out fenders and all kinds of other stuff, it will always say it's a street model. You can still make it cool. There's a lot of customization to it. You can buy parts for this. Any Softail parts will fit this, just about. But I don't know if you'd want to change this too much. Maybe put some taller risers on it. I like a taller bar. I do like a taller bar. Maybe a riser that's taller with a little pullback. That'd be sweet. I like the seat. I don't know what this seat is, but man, this thing is comfortable. It's got a lot of support in the posterior. Whatever this seat is, there's a lot of support to keep you from, it pushes on your hiney. Feel good. I will say that Reinhardt exhaust sounds absolutely nice. The only thing about these Harleys is God, it's hard to find neutral. There we go. Indian's got some kind of thing they call positive neutral finder on it. Makes it just stupid easy to find neutral. Sometimes you find it on accident. I love that roar. Just that deep-throated, I mean, the baritone sounds in that, the baritone notes. God, it sounds just gorgeous. It's sexy. And I like the headlight on this, that rectangular headlight on it. That is super cool. That's the UPS hub here in Louisville. The past couple of days with the way the wind's going, they been landing right there at the E-way. And so as you're driving down the E-way, all of a sudden there's a plane right in front of you. And first time that happened, I just moved down here about a little over 4.5 years ago. And the first time I seen that, boy, literally, I about crapped my drawers. I thought a plane was gonna land right in front of me on the E-way. It was kind of crazy. Okay, what are you doing, fella? It's traffic time. Nice. Gets you out and away from everybody and out of the way. I like that in a bike. How about you? Yes, you. I gotta say, this is a lot nicer than I thought it was gonna be. I really didn't think I was gonna like it. But as soon as Harley ramps back up, we'll have more bikes to ride. But right now, things are slim pickings. Hey, they're from Michigan. I'm from Michigan. Hi. Mr. Truck Driver? Old truckers never die. They just get a new Peterbilt. Oh, that was bad. Bad dad joke. Oh, that's right. This is a long light. Okay, trying to find neutral again. There we go. This paint scheme is just cool. I like that. Got knee pads on the side. It is a bit hot. That 114 is kind of toasty. It's got fat tires on the front and back. pretty nice little deal here. These grips are kind of cool too. More wind noise here. We're sitting up a little higher. Might be going a little quicker too. Buffeting on the helmet's pretty crazy. There's a bit of wind fighting me here. There we go. Had to find my visor. On the throttle in 6th gear, and she picks right up. Hope the wind noise isn't too bad in the helmet. I'm waiting for my dead cats to come in. And no, I'm not talking about real kitty cats. I'm talking about my microphone covers. So not a bad bike to ride on the E-Way. I'd prefer not to, but I mean, if you have to, it'll do it. It's a comfortable bike. Still saying I want to ride a sport bike. I really do. I want to see how much I like it. They got a Busa in there on the showroom floor. I might have to beg for a ride on that puppy. Can't help you today, dude. Oh, look. An acoustical auditorium ahead. It's got that nice, smooth, just deep baritone note to it. Very nice to ride. Like I said, it's nicer than what I really thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be kind of a rough ride. I thought it was going to be one that would just real jerky with the throttle and stuff, and it's not. It's actually a pretty easy, well-behaved bike. This would be a great first, or not a first bike, but a great second bike for anybody. You know, once you got your basics down, you've been riding for a little while, this would be one that you could really throw into the twisties. It leans well. I mean, it sits a little bit higher than other Harleys, but I mean, actually it sits quite a bit higher than other Harleys, but at the same time, it leans right over. It's this is kind of a fun ride. Well, folks, that's it. It's the last ride for the day for me. And this one was on the 2018 Fat Bob. Softail Fat Bob. And it's for sale here at Harley Davidson of Louisville. You can take this puppy home. I mean, if you like it, come and get it. 114 cubic inch motor. It's got a lot of torque to it. I don't like the exhaust, but maybe you do. It's got a fat tire on the front and back. You have dual disc brakes on the front. That's why it stops so well. I love that light, that LED headlight. That's sick. I bet that's bright as hell at night. Then you got the LED turn signals on it. It's got the cute little bag on the swing arm. Isn't that cute? I would take that off, put Viking bags on it. But I'm a guy that likes bags. But anyways, folks, keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down. Ride safe, ride well. God bless. Bye-bye.